What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're back with Nick's first car. His 2011 Dodge Charger RT has started having some pretty serious problems, and it's time we just jump in and try to address everything in one video. Let's see if we can get it fixed. Nick, you want to tell them what problems you're having with your car?
So my fuel pump, is like acting up because whenever I try to start it after school, it will just not want to start. But whenever I try a second time, it'll work just fine.
So why do you think it's your fuel pump?
Because it's not the battery. The battery is perfectly fine. We replaced it.
What about the fuel pressure regulator?
Didn't really think about that.
It's built into the fuel pump.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
And how many fuel pumps does your car have?
One maybe?
No. Remember, we're here to change 2 fuel pumps today?
Oh yeah, 2.
You've got one in each side under your back seat of your car. So it could be a drain back valve, or it should be an anti-drain back check ball. I don't think that's it. It could be the sock. I really don't think that's it. It could be a failing fuel pump too. And you do have 2 of them, so this is going to be fun. I've never done one on a car like this before. I'm thankful that they put the fuel pumps under your back seat. It's easy to get to. Do you want to show them what it's doing? You could. I bet it's going to do it right now, won't it?
Yeah, because it's been like an hour.
Yeah, since it's been sitting. Why don't we go out there? You try to start it up.
Okay.
And we'll show them what it's doing. I suspect it is the fuel pump, so I went ahead and bought a pair of fuel pumps on the good old Amazon instead of $600 for one on eBay or whatever it was. I ended up paying like $140 or $150 for the pair. Let's see what it does when he tries to start it. It should just crank and crank and crank. Then he'll have to shut it off and do it again. Well, of course. It still cranked longer than it should have. And when it first started, it sounded like it hesitated. It went... Do you have any no check engine light or anything? Just a low fuel light.
Just low fuel.
TPMS light. Your ABS lights have gone out?
For the most part, yeah, sometimes. But whenever like starts like long, it'll do that sometimes.
Okay. Well, let's get it in the garage. I'll drive it in there for you. We'll get it into the shop, and I think we should start with the fuel pumps first. That's going to be the hardest job. Should be the hardest job unless your wheels have locks, which they don't. We also got new tires for you. We've got new TPMS sensors, and is that it? And new fuel pumps.
Yeah, it's fuel pump, good TPMS sensors, and new tires.
Okay, well, let's get it in the garage, guys. Get it on the lift, and let's get started. All right, the first thing you do when you're working on a car is what?
There's a lot of things. I can't remember this one, though.
First thing you do when you're working on a car should be, for safety...
Turn off the car.
Yeah, having the car off helps.
Yeah, park it.
Parking it is good. Disconnecting the battery is what you should typically do before working on a car.
There's a lot of things to remember.
However, I don't feel like disconnecting the battery. So, your seat should pop out. There should be some kind of a... Yeah, there's going to be a tab or a button somewhere down here. We've got to find it. It's going to be down here somewhere. Or it just pops out. I don't know. Oh, there it goes. Reach your hand in there. Don't hurt your arm, though. But
this might get on.
Kind of, let me show you where it's at. It's kind of towards the side right there. Get your arm buried deep in there and just yank this sucker up real hard. Real hard. Give it a good... There you go. Now take that seat out and carry it out and gently set it up against the wall or something where it's out of the way. So far, so good. Now here is one of your pumps. And over here, they didn't give you an access for this? There we go. There's the other one. So this has a saddle style tank, which I can't stand. I hate saddle tanks. There's one of them. Look how easy it is, Nick.
Yeah, it just pops out.
We're like a quarter of the way done already. And this one right here, this is just plastic. And there should be a connector. Yeah, under here. Where does it go? Just move all this out of the way, move that out of the way. There we go. There's your pigtail right there. I'm sure these are factory. Give it a little jiggle, and out of the way it goes. Look at that. Nick, we are almost done. And Nick was really nice to us. How much gas you got in here, Nick? None?
Barely any.
Perfect. Thank you so much. That actually, if this would stay under, it would help even more. That helps a ton. So what we got to do now is we're going to take this one off first, because you know that fuel pump that you had that had all those long spiraling hoses?
Yes.
That's over there. Those hoses have to cross the tank at a certain spot somewhere up here. They have to feed through, and then they actually feed onto this pump right here. So this is the one we're going to take off first so we can get those spider hoses off, and then we'll take that one off second. To get this off, let me see here. Here's your collar. Looks like we'll just need probably a screwdriver and a hammer, and we'll gently tap this loose, and this whole thing should just come right off. First though, I'm noticing some grime down there. We got to get the shop vac or some air, compressed air. We'll get some compressed air and let's spray all that out, because we don't want to get any contaminants in your fuel tank. All right, we took some compressed air and and we blew it out. Now we've got to get this collar knocked out of the way. This screwdriver may be a little bit too big. Let's see if we can do it right here. There it goes. Just a little bit at a time. Well, that sucker is on there, and there's just not a whole lot of room. Come on now. She started moving. There she goes, a little bit more. That ain't doing nothing. Anyway, you basically do this for a while until the damn thing comes off. All right, so we threw a little bit of a good old WD-40 in there just to kind of help get things loosened up, and it worked. When it popped, well, it popped. All right, that sucker popped real good. And we got to be careful. There is going to be gasoline in this. We don't want to get gas all over the interior of your car. So let's pull this out. Oh, this thing is, I don't know if it's broke. I don't think it's supposed to do that, is it? Interesting. So it looks like this comes off. There we go. Let's gently set that out to the side. And now we've got access to our O-ring. Let's set that out to the side. You don't want to throw that away. You never know when you might need it. Let's see what we got inside of here. Can you bring that camera a little bit over here? You may have to climb in.
Okay, let me.
So here's the hoses I was talking about. All right, and it looks like we got one here. We got one right here. So here's a hose. Do you see these two hoses?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's a small one. The small one goes on towards the front of the car. Then there's a big one. It just clips out. You just grab it and pop it off like this. Those are your crossover hoses, okay? This is some kind of a feed line to the other pump, I guess. Boy, that gas tank is hot. Wow.
Yeah, when you spray the WD-40, I saw the steam.
And you push this in, and it should click off like that, okay? And again, I'm trying not to get any gasoline inside your car here. This could be fun, though. So we got to fish this out, and there's a float on it. This is gonna, yeah. So inside here, you see the fuel?
Yeah.
That's remaining. This is like a reserve tank here, holding on to some of that fuel. So we have to be very careful. So I'm gonna quickly just kind of up and out of the car, just like that. We'll sit this in a place where we can properly reclaim the gasoline, okay? So there's one, Nick. That is your primary fuel pump. And by the way, inside your tank, if you want to show them down in there, actually looks pretty damn good. It's clean. Very clean. So now we're going to do the same thing to that side. And we're going to fish all of these wires. We've got to fish all of that out through that side. So we're going to swap places.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Nick, what's the first thing you do before you work on a car?
Disconnect the battery.
Very good. When you're working on the fuel system of the car, what's the second thing you should do?
Make sure there's no gas around the area they're working on.
Relieve the fuel pressure on the fuel system. And how you do that, just so you know, because I am doing this the wrong way, and I want you to know that this is the wrong way to do it, and everybody else that's watching. You pull the relay or the fuse for your fuel pump out from under the hood. You start your car, and eventually your car will stall. When the car finally stalls out and dies, you'll have released most of the fuel pressure in the system, and you leave that out, and then you disconnect the battery, and then you work on the fuel system. Because what I just did off camera is I popped this fuel line off, and Nick, what happened?
Speed gas.
Yeah, she lit it up, man. And now we have a metal screwdriver and a metal hammer, and we're going to start beating on this with gasoline. Now, I already used compressed air to blow all of this out, and I've used a rag to clean up as much as I can. The proper way to do this is not with a metal screwdriver and a hammer. You should be using something like copper. They have softer materials that don't spark when you hit. So you could be using something like a copper hammer and a copper screwdriver, or a punch or something. Something that doesn't create spark, because what we're about to do, and you smell all that gasoline?
Yes.
And you're smelling all that fuel from there. What we're about to do is spark, and you're standing on top of a bomb, literally. You're right over a bomb, so wish us luck. Wasn't so bad, but did you get scared?
Kinda. You're like feeling right.
You literally are. You're standing on an open hole full of gasoline. You're on, like, it might as well be an atomic bomb right now. All right. So we busted that loose. We take our collar off just like we did before, and this piece has all the hoses on, and I think this even has a float on it too. It does. So it's important to remember the hose faces the back, so we'll know exactly how to put this back in so we don't get confused. I think there's a float on this too. This side is empty, Nick. See, you did really good. This side's got nothing in it. You got all these hoses and these wires, and this is where it gets tricky.
No, like having gas.
To try not to get gasoline all over your car, which, if I do say so myself, I'm doing a phenomenal job of keeping gasoline out of your car. Hold this up in the air, let those fuel lines drain. Now that they're pretty well drained, mostly, maybe not, keep holding the damn thing until eventually it stops. These things do retain some fuel. And here's that check ball that I was telling you guys about earlier. You may have to get real close to it. There's a check ball right here. All right. Sometimes these things wear out, and it allows fuel pressure to drain back, which is not what that's not what you want. Okay, let's quickly get this out of the car. There we go. Look at that, Nick. Oh, we had a little wire here that was disconnected.
Really?
Yeah. It's a little ground wire disconnected. All right. And we take this out, and we don't throw it away. We throw it to the side, just in case we might need it. So now you know what it's time for?
Putting them in.
Taking the new ones and slapping them in. So far, so good, huh, Nick?
Yeah.
Easy, isn't it?
Yeah, almost died, maybe.
Close enough. All right, let's get these new parts installed. So this is the part that I suspect is going to be the most fun. So in case I didn't mention earlier, this is a saddle tank. All right, which means it's basically two separate gas tanks divided in the middle. This tank is your auxiliary tank. That tank is your primary tank over there on the driver's side. So what happens is this pump actually siphons the fuel from this tank and shoves it into your primary tank. So this is the tank that's running out of gas first. And then once this tank runs out, it runs on the other one. And you'll notice there's a float on both of them. Both of them have a float. One is going to be for the car's computer, most likely, to let the computer know, hey, this tank is out of gas. Now we need to rely on the other side. And then the other one is going to be for your fuel gauge. So putting this in, as you can see, there's hoses and wires. And we have to get these. I've never done this before. This is my first time working on one of these. Somewhere there's like a tunnel, and all of this has to go through this tunnel. And I can't tell if I'm in it, or I don't think I'm in it. Is anything coming out?
I do not see anything.
No. Okay, so we're probably not in it. There's some kind of a. I can feel it. Great. Now I've got gas all over. So you gotta get it into this tunnel. I can't get it. There we go. Hold on. Come on. Hopefully it starts coming through. No?
I did not see anything yet.
Great. Lovely. So I may have to get like arm deep into this. Yeah, I see what's happening. It's not fitting. And this is what I thought the problem was going to be right here, is getting these tubes.
Is this little thing right here? Could that help?
No, that doesn't come off.
Oh, it doesn't?
That's just padding.
Oh, it looks like it does come off, sorry.
Yeah, that's just some padding. Insulation. Can you see anything now?
No.
Nothing.
Nothing yet.
Okay, well, as I suspected, this was going to be the hard part because these tubes are all cockeyed and turned around. I guess what we're going to do, we're going to take that off. We're going to keep fighting with this, and we'll come back if we ever get it in. Okay, so this is not working. So we're going to go fishing. Back when I did electrical work, this is known as fishing. You take one wire, something like this, and I'm going to shove it through, and Nick, you're going to try to get it to pull through. I'm going to try to feed it to you. Hopefully it's following the channel. You tell me if you see it coming through your side, okay?
All right.
You see it?
Not yet.
It's because it's binding up. It's not, this is not, I can't believe this. Like, there's an entire tunnel here, and I cannot get wires. I can't get anything to go through this tunnel.
Kind of like the weed eater for me. It'll do that a lot.
It's binding up somewhere in the middle, and it's turning itself back around. I wonder if we tried it from the other side, if it would make... Yeah, it's just binding up. Okay, great. Switch me sides, Nick. All right, so I got it fished through. I ended up just doing it by hand until I finally got it. I didn't bother using the fishing line, but I forgot the O-ring. I got ahead of myself. So, Nick, what do you think has to be done to get this O-ring on?
You have to take the tubes out and then put it back on.
Right. Except I'm not going to. Watch this. I'm going to stick it around this and just underneath it. How's that?
Really smart.
That's a hell of a lot better than doing this job again. Now, I told you earlier this thing is directional. It has to go in one way. Do you remember which way this pipe is supposed to fit? Which direction it's supposed to go? Uh-oh. Where is this supposed to face?
What are the options? Like, let me try to guess.
360 degrees. It could go any direction. Which direction does it go?
Maybe going towards me?
Nope. It goes towards the back of the car. All right. So we got to push this down. We got to get this... We got to get this pipe out of the way first. This thing's getting all caught up and everything. We've got to try to keep the O-ring on it, because if the O-ring falls, your car is going to smell of gas. And when you fill it up, it's going to pour gas everywhere. There we go. We're getting somewhere. I don't know where, but we're getting... It doesn't want to... It doesn't want to fit. Oh, come on. You got to be kidding me. Don't do this to me.
Made too far.
Don't do this to me. Oh, don't do this to me! Okay, so it's got a spring on the bottom of it that should collapse to hold this thing in place. There we go. There we go. Boom! Boom, boom, boom. All right, now we take our collar. Oh, hell, which way does this go? I think it goes this way. We take our collar. We got to lift up. This freaking hose is just getting in my way. Get this collar under here. Get this out of the way. Oh, it's popped up again. This is all just... There we go. There we go. See how the collar doesn't want to fit? There it goes. There it goes. Okay. Now, the biggest trick is getting all of these corners to latch at the same time. So you got to really push down like that. And you got to check each one of these. Make sure each section is pushed under the metal. And they are. That's good. So now we start hitting it the opposite direction to latch it. Kind of gently. Do it over here. It's moving. Over here. Back over here. They actually make a special wrench for this. It's called a spanner wrench, and it's actually designed to do what we're doing here. This is not, as I said earlier, this is not the best method for doing this, but it works sometimes. I'm going to keep plugging away at this, and once this is sealed, it's almost there. Ow! Fuck nuggets! There it goes. There it goes. You just got to be patient. And just keep... I'm telling you, we're almost there. We're at the end. I'm gonna call that good. Spray all the crap out of there one more time. Plug this on. Bingo! Half of the job is done. So I want to look at your old pump because I'm a little confused about something. We have one hose that goes here. We have the two hoses that plug into the sides, but there is a tiny hose here that does not appear to be hooked up to anything, and I'm a little concerned. I guess it wasn't hooked up on this one either. Okay. Okay, so this comes off on the other one. It doesn't look like it comes off on this one. Perfect. So now we get to fight the O-ring again. We got to be careful that we don't damage the float. We've got to leave enough room, which is really why this thing is supposed to come off. This hat here. There we go. This hat comes off. There we go. I see how we do it. Okay. This hat comes off. Oh, shit. Well, it comes off just like that so that you can get down in here, grab your hoses, and you've got to put one on your pump, and then you've got these two. Oh, we need to clip this. Okay, so now we can take our little one. You may have to come up a little closer, Nick. Our little one clips into the little side. Come on. Big one on the big side. Oh my goodness. There we go. Big one on the big side. And we've got another one. I'm playing in gasoline right now, so this is fun. Little one on the little side. There we go. Clips in like that. See those two? Then we got this one right here that has a clip on it as well. I wish this one was a little more... Yeah, that sucker is, that's tight. Come on. This goes on here, clips like that. This clips on right here. You've got two different wire harnesses. You got a big one here and a small one there. So the small one is going to go over here on this side. This is honestly kind of a pain in the balls, man. And then what do we got here? That stays under there. Okay, that's supposed to stay like that. Then this one, I'm assuming this whole thing goes in exactly the way it did on the other one. So this top is going to go like this. So we got to start getting the top lined up. And we've got the big one goes on this side. Come on. There we go. Then we got the small one that goes on the other side. Right there. And now we've got to stick these freaking barbs. There's one in there. There's one in there. There we go. Okay. Get this O-ring to sit where it needs to sit. It's sitting perfectly right there. Oh, Lord have mercy. Super easy, isn't it, Nick?
Yeah, seems like it.
All right.
Seems like a walk in the park.
Yeah. Well, guys, we should have this thing about buttoned up. I'm going to put the collar back on it. And we're all going to cross our fingers and hope that this thing is going to work when we're done. I'm having the most difficult time getting this collar on. So what we're going to do now is we're going to try to start it before we go and finish buttoning everything up. We're going to start this thing and make sure it works. Nick, where's the keys? Okay, perfect. Let's see what happens. It's gonna run kind of pissed off for a minute. Let her get her bearings here. Hey Nick, how much gas did you have when we got here?
Like barely any.
On red?
Like, oh, no.
It's on red.
Yeah, probably fuel gauge is a little bit messed up.
Great. Okay, let's see how it starts now. Now, when you went to start it,
It hesitated a little bit.
since I don't drive this car, if you shut it off and restart, does it start right back up?
Yeah.
So it's only after it sits for a while.
After it sits for a while, it will screw up. Like 30 minutes to like an hour, it will, like, let's just say I come up for school at 5 and I leave like 2 hours later to go like to Sonic, it will not start up.
Okay, so we're not going to know for sure if this fixes it for a while. Here's what we need to do before we go any further. Let's put some gas in it and see. Do you have a gas release?
Okay, look right there.
Perfect. Let's put some fuel in this thing, Nick, and
Sometimes you get stuck.
perfect.
Yeah, that happens.
We need to spray. Here, go push the button while I pull it.
Okay.
All right, we're going to do Nick's tires next. This is my first time doing TPMS sensors. These are pre-programmed. Supposedly, you just throw them on the car and drive, and the TPMS light goes out on their own. These are like $25 on Amazon, so versus like $40 or $50 if you go to a tire shop to get these things. So these are nice. So far, Nick's car has been pretty easy to work on. We're going to find out when we're done, now that the car has been sitting for a long time, we're going to find out if it's going to start back up or if it's going to give us problems again. So to do these TPMS sensors, so you have a valve stem which is separate from this battery piece on the back, and there's a T10 in here. So the first thing you got to do is you got to get a T10, and you have to separate these two because you have to put the valve stem in the rim. So don't lose this teeny tiny little screw with Loctite on it. Sit that in the valve stem in a place where you're not going to lose it. So you're good to go. Okay, next, over here we have the tire off of Nick's car. First thing we got to do is we got to take the valve core out. We have a core tool for this. You might need to get closer. I doubt you're going to be able to see all this from that far away. There you go. We're going to need to take the valve core out. We have a special screwdriver for this. Get in there, and it will eject it, just like that. Throw it to the side. I like to hold on to this stuff just in case I need it. You probably won't need it. Give this thing a few seconds to blow all the air out, and you come around the back while you're waiting and pop your center cap out right there. Put it to the side also in a place that's not going to get lost. Then, next thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to find any weights that are on the tire. We have one right here. I prefer sticky weights. I like those better. Pop these old weights off. Save the old weights. You will need them at some point down the road. You'll notice on this one, what's interesting is somebody had a lead weight on it, but somebody's also got sticky weights on it too. You typically use one or the other. You don't tend to combine. So I've got just a non-gouging plastic tool here where you can get under these weights, and off they go. Okay, scrape them off. Look around the rest of the wheel. Make sure you don't have any more weights on the back. Flip it around to the front. Same thing here. no weights. You shouldn't have weights on the front of this because they're not going to stick very well. That's why these are aluminum wheels. You should be using the aluminum weights on it. Now that it's done, getting this out I found to be quite problematic. So if anybody has a good way of getting the valve stem out of this, please let me know. Let's roll this thing over here. We're going to break the tire down with my my tire machine here. Pretty easy. Pop goes the weasel. Then you just kind of flip it 180 degrees again, and pop. There you go. That side is broken down. Flip the tire around. Do the same thing to the back side. There we go. And hopefully the front side didn't reattach itself. Sometimes that happens. Again, about 180 degrees. Push it again, and this will break the other side down. There you go, just like that. Now that the back side is broken down, check it. See, the front side kind of resealed itself. That happens sometimes. And you gotta go back and just do it again. Once you get it broken, it shouldn't take much. Right there. There you go. Take your tire, throw it up here. Push the middle one. This will lock your wheel into place. Make sure all this, and these tires are stiff. These are low profiles. What are these? These are 235 55 18. So these are low profile tires, and they're hard as a rock. So these are going to be fun. Next, you get you a tool, and we're going to get it under, and we're going to try to pry this off without breaking my face. Oh wow, yeah. All right, this is oh my goodness, wow. Make sure this tire is broken down all the way around. There we go, come on. I'd say be mindful of the TPMS sensor, but we don't care about it, so let's try it again. See if we gained any. Oh, wow. Oh! Nick, get on this. Look how cracked this tire is. Get up on that. Look at that.
Oh my.
Look at that. Get the camera out of it. There you go. Look at that. Wow. Ugh. It's kind of a bear, man. Not gonna lie. Let it peel it back. Once it's good and peeled back, kind of lift it up. You want to get this thing under here again. Really get it up as high as you can, like that. Spin it, pull this out, get ready because it's going to want to fall off. Move your arm out of the way, and voila, you got another shitty tire ready to go down the road. All right, next, let's wait for this air compressor to turn off. And just like magic, I turned it off myself, so we don't have to listen to it. You're gonna need to get your T10 in here and loosen up your TPMS sensor. And I'm gonna show you guys a quick way to clean your rims as well on the inside. Show them this up close. Look how nasty this is, how much rubber has come off. And look up here. I feel like we're not getting the best bead seal. So it's probably a good idea when you get these things off, if you want to make sure you don't have any leaks, to go ahead and clean this. We're going to save this just in case we need it here in a little bit. I'm going to put it aside. Now this is the part that I'm having a bit of a difficult time with. Getting the valve stem out. These are not normal valve stems because these have the TPMS sensors in them. I can't figure out a good way. I don't know if we could. I don't think that's going to work. And we don't want to scratch up the wheel either, so we got to be careful with that. I mean, the wheel's already scratched up, but still. So the way you would traditionally do it would be to put this on, tighten it down, and then you just use the leverage from the wheel to pull it out. And I'm going to show you what happens when we do that. And to give us a little help, I'm going to lubricate it with a little glass cleaner here. Okay, get it nice and lubed up. But I don't think it's going to make any difference. So typically you would have this like this. It's spinning freely, and then you would just, and it broke. It's There it goes. That's exactly what happened last time. It broke in half. So now, now what we have is we have a valve stem that is stuck in the freaking wheel. So let me show you what I did. Probably the wrong thing to do. I took the hammer here and yeah, it's not working this time. Worked last time. There we go. I don't think that's the right way to do it, Nick. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't think that's the proper way of doing it. But, I mean, what are you going to do? It's done, right? Yeah. It worked, right? So now you got to get this out of here. We'll throw this in the box. And next we want to clean up the wheel because we want the bead to seat. We are so far behind right now. So here's how I'm doing it. For better or worse, get you a drill, a little brush, use this, put you some pressure on it, and just go around the wheel and give her a real good once over. Maybe a twice over if she really needs it. Get on the edge of the bead too. Get as much of it off as you can. Really clean it up. And I'll show you how much of a difference this makes here in just a second. Then once you've done that, do the same thing up here. Look at all that crap coming off of there. It's going to ensure we get a good seal on that bead. And with any luck, we don't have any leaks. Kind of get it on the side here too, just like this. All right, then after I do that, I like to take a little bit of brake clean and a rag. And I spray it. Spray the rag with the brake cleaner, get it nice and wet. Do the same thing, just kind of let the machine do the work for spinning, and you just kind of keep your hand here. Rub it around and clean all that mess up. And same thing with the top, get it all good and wet. And this will help just make sure you get all the residue and everything off of there that may have flung around. Then you can just kind of go around your wheel, because there's lots of crap in here now. Just kind of clean it up. You don't want anything floating around in your wheel if you can help it. Now, most people aren't going to do this. This is why I like doing it myself. Because if you go to a tire shop, you think they're going to do this for you?
No. I think so.
No, they ain't going to clean up your bead. I mean, they're supposed to, but they ain't going to clean up your bead. They ain't going to wipe down the wheel to make sure it's in good shape. So now, before we go any further, I'm going to take this wheel and I'm going to set it on the ground kind of gently here. I'm going to make sure we get all this wiped down. I'm a big proponent of keeping your tools clean, even though we've got more tires to do. I prefer to get all the crap off here now before we get on to the next one. All right. Okay. Now, take a look at the inside of this wheel. Sticky weights are not going to stick to this. Okay. Not well. So what I do is I take the same rag, kind of flip it around, try to find the cleanest part of it, spray it down again. This parts cleaner, by the way, not sponsored or anything, but this crap works great. Get it good and soaking wet. Get in here and just clean the heck out of it, man. And you can see how quick this thing comes back?
Pretty quick.
It don't take long. I'm not gonna make you guys watch me clean a wheel. But give me a couple minutes, guys. Let me scrub this down. And look how dirty that is, filthy. And we'll come back and we'll get ready to put this tire on. All right, and when you're done, again, we're not expecting perfection here, and I'm not touching that. I'm just cleaning the surface where those weights go, because that's what I plan on using is my sticky weights on this. And I didn't clean the outside either. If Nick wants those clean, you can clean them yourself. All right, next, let's put our TPMS sensor in. We're gonna spin this thing around to get this up to the front. Right here, and the first thing we gotta do is put the core in, if I can find it. I don't know what I did with it. Here it is. So, there's so many different ways of doing this. Where is my glass cleaner that I had right here? We're going to spray just a little bit of glass cleaner on the bottom of this. I'm doing that for lubrication. Pop this through the hole, and we'll spin this on if I can. There we go. spin this all the way on so it doesn't break anything off here. You just give it a good yank and twist, and off it comes. And there you go. You got your valve stem in, but you still got to get your TPMS sensor installed. All right, now that I found my sensor, you take this little T10 screw and get it in there so you don't lose it. All right, and come over here and get close, Nick. You're not gonna be able to see it. You got to line up this little nub here with your valve stem, and then you got to screw in that T10 till it all fits nice and flush, and it'll start getting kind of tight. And then what you'll do is you'll grab your teeny tiny little ratchet, because you don't want to torque this down. Teeny tiny ratchet, just give it a little snug, just like that. And then we will remove the core from this as well, so that we can get more airflow through this thing to seat the bead. Bingo. Set it down here, and we're ready for another tire. So we're going to grab another one. These are directional tires. So you'll want to make sure inside goes in, outside goes out, and then you'll want to put your, I use tire snot, or whatever it's called. I love this stuff. I mean, this is nasty. Just look at that. Isn't that just gooey and...
Very.
Yeah, it's slicker than snot. I think that's why they call it tire snot. This really helps when you've got low profiles like this. And these aren't extremely low profile. They are low pros, but they're not like extreme. We're not doing like 20 series or anything on here. But this will definitely help get all of this seated. And it'll help the bead seat too. Dries clean, doesn't leave any residue. Dries pretty quick too. So once you get this stuff on, you want to kind of get it in there. Avoid the TPMS sensor. You don't want to hurt the TPMS sensor. So now, let's find the part that says inside. This says outside. So we know that it's going to go on like this. All right. We're going to need to get our arm back over here. And we can start the process of sliding it on, unless I've forgotten something. I don't think I have. See how easy that went on? Now, because they're low pros, we're going to use one of these tools right here. Get this under and hold this down. Make sure this stays under the duck head. There we go. Down here and just hold it down and spin. Keep it held down, spin. Oh. That ain't good. Well, now what, Nick?
I don't know what to do.
I've had this happen to me before. It's not my first rodeo. That's pretty tight though. Let's see if we can't get under here, and let's pop this out. There we go. Same thing, get under here, pop this out. There we go. I'm gonna try this again. We did the other tire just fine. We didn't have a problem, Nick. Sometimes things just don't go to plan, you know?
Yeah.
So again, be very careful with that TPMS sensor there. We'll go a little slower this time. Nope, it's slipping. When it starts slipping, back it up. Great. This is the last thing. This is the last thing we needed today. Nope. It's doing it again. What is the deal here, man? See how it's popping up?
Yeah, I see what you're talking about right there.
This is popping up too. Nope. It's always something. It's always something. Maybe that stuff is too slick. That's what I'm thinking. That stuff might be too slick. We did it just a minute ago. We had no problems. No problems at all. Son of a gun. Come on, come on. Whoo! I ain't gonna lie, Nick. That one was work. That one was work. I don't know what the hell was going on. Now, there are dots. You see the dots on these? I can't remember which one is which, but oh, great. If you can get these dots lined up, it's either the yellow one or it's the orange one. But one of these dots, and I think it's the yellow one, one of these dots is designed to be lined up with your valve stem to balance out this thing even better, to make it easier to balance for you. So now we're going to put the pressure on it. Let's spin this around a little bit. There we go, make it easier for me to get the core in, and bang, bang. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang.
It's loud.
It can be. These tires are going to take a little more pressure to seat the lower profile they are. The more pressure it seems to take to seat those beads. She'll probably pop another 1 or 2 times before she's done. And I'm putting 35 in them. We'll adjust the air pressure after we get these things on the tires. I'm going to go ahead and call this good. We'll show you guys the balancing process here in just a second. Wait, bang. Now that we've got the tire on the wheel, now we can balance it. We'll see how good these come out. These are just some cheap tires. They're Scepter 4XS's that I got from like Tire Direct or something on a Simple Tire or Priority Tire. So it is Priority Tire on eBay. We've already got all this lined up, so we can just full send. Let's see how it comes out. Be good to us. Make it easy. Make it easy. All right. 1/2 ounce on one side, which is 2, and then 1 ounce on the other. Which honestly, that's not bad. It's not bad at all.
The first one was really good.
Yeah, we already did one without you guys, and that one was 0 on the outside and only 0.75 on the inside?
Yeah.
Isn't that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay, this one's gonna be at the 12 o'clock position on the inside lip here. Just hold it down real good. Make sure it's on there. This is why we clean the wheel. And then 1/2 ounce on the outside edge. Oh, you know what? I did that backwards. Whoops. That's okay. I'll fix it. So this will go on the outside edge at the 12 o'clock position. Kind of hold it there for a couple seconds. Make sure that the adhesive sets. And then we're going to go back to our 1 ounce. I only put 1/2 ounce on there because I forgot what I was doing. We need to add another 2 weights. These are 1/4 ounce a piece. And peel that off. Let's find the 2 and let's see if we can just, there you go. Hold those on there real good. And let her rip, Tater Chip. And if we're lucky, it comes out right. It's totally my fault on the piece on the inside here. 0.25. Yeah, I'm not surprised. That's probably my fault. Let's see what it says here. Is that where I already put them? No, that's a different one. That could be my fault though. I probably got the weights. You're supposed to center them at the 12 o'clock position, and because I only put 1/2 ounce in, they're not centered. And because of that, I threw it off. At 0.25, I'm telling you right now, you could absolutely just send this and you'd never feel it. This would not throw anything off at all. 12 o'clock position. But we want Nick to have a perfectly smooth ride.
Yeah.
We don't want any chance of any vibrations at all on his car. This should come out absolutely perfect now. Bingo. Look at that. Perfect zeros, Nick. What do you think?
I love it.
I hope so, because I've done a lot of work tonight. We're supposed to go straight from here to the movies. I smell like probably swamp ass, and I sure don't look much better. All right, roll this over to the car, Nick. Follow me, and let's. We were half done. We got 2 of them, And then we'll take her out for a spin. Center cap is on. Come on. That doesn't fit very well, Nick.
Doesn't?
No. This one doesn't. See how that doesn't fit? That's weird. I don't like it. Oh well. Ta-da! Nick, you got front tires, brand new. I want you to feel these. And listen, you hear that?
Yeah.
Do you feel how rubbery these are? Yeah. Now come over here to your old ones. And this is why having new tires is so important on your car. Feel the difference on these. You can still get it if I really, but I mean, feel these.
Yeah, when it was raining, I really noticed how bad it was.
Bingo. Under dry conditions, probably ride just fine.
Yeah.
But when it's wet out or it gets cold, these things are going to get harder and harder and they'll start hydroplaning you. So it's really important you have good, fresh rubber on your car. Guys, you saw me do the front. We've done the fuel pumps. Should we start it up now just to see what happens?
Yeah.
Let's do it and let's end the video because Nick and I have a movie to go to tonight and I got to knock this back out. I ain't going to have time to... You want to climb in and do the honors? Hand me the camera. Let's film you. And if it doesn't want to start now, that means we did all that for nothing. That's fine.
Right up.
Right up.
Right up.
Right up. How about that, Nick? Hey, your TPMS light went out.
Nope.
Oh, no, it's back.
Okay, so if I noticed, it's on one side only. Can we go back?
Well, because we're replacing them all,
yeah,
it's gonna totally screw it up now.
It was the driver's side and that side that was like really messed up.
Okay. Well, because we're replacing them, it's going to throw this whole thing for a loop. But once you start driving for a few miles, it should all reset and that light should go out. All right, shut it off. I'm happy. That means the fuel system is fixed. We got 2 more tires to do. We're going to take it out for a spin, make sure it's smooth, and we're going to get the hell out of here. All right, car's back together. Let's see if it starts right up.
Right up.
Perfect. It says tire pressure service. Yeah, it's pissed off. That's all right. Let's take it for a quick ride. Get it up to highway speeds here. Make sure we got no funny business going on. Hopefully the TPMS sensors reset themselves because online it said it was supposed to. You hear those sticky tires?
Yeah, I hear the sticking.
I mean, you can hear those things picking up rocks on the road here. I'm hoping we see these sensors reset themselves. I don't know if you got to like go into programming or something, but it said that if you just drive the car, they should reset. All right, we're going to be getting up to highway speeds here in just a second. We're up to 50. I don't feel any vibrations yet, do you?
Nope.
You need to clean your windshield.
Yeah.
Your windshield's filthy. Okay, there's 60. Let's get her up 65. And then there's 70. No vibrations at all.
Not at all.
Feel how smooth that is?
Real smooth.
Listen to the rocks this thing's picking up. Yeah, they're 70 miles an hour, and she is smooth as silk. Unfortunately, your TPMS sensors have not reset themselves. So I'm going to have to look in. Maybe you can look into it and figure out what needs to be done. Listen to it just scooping up the rocks. Sorry, we're going to give your brakes a... Oh.
Yeah, well, if I get less than a 5-star this time, that's on you.
I forgot you had that thing for the insurance. It didn't forget. Oh, wow, your steering wheel is filthy. Okay, so I got to be easy on the gas and everything, too. I forgot all about that. This thing's tracking you, man. All right. Set the cruise. Yeah. You're good, Nick. You got brand new tires. You got new fuel pumps and sending units and... Oh, your TPMS sensors just reset.
Oh, thank God.
Look at that. They're all 33 PSI. Your TPMS light went out. You've got no warning lights on your dash now.
I am glad because I know like after like football practice, I'd always see that. Just that or like the ABS light would come on.
Well, now you don't have anything on. Just find your, what is it, trip info? Is that what takes you to
Which I look at?
miles per gallon?
Oh yeah, it's trip.
Trip info?
Or no, go up.
Cruise ready, fuel economy. There we go. All right, I'll let you figure it out. You know how to get back to your gauges?
Yeah.
Oh, hell, I don't.
Down one.
Vehicle speed, there we go. There we go. No warning lights, Nick.
Feels good. It's like right when I got it.
Yep, your fuel gauge is kind of balanced out at about 1/4 of a tank. So you're good to go, man. Thank goodness. Guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed, you got to turn, yeah, there you go. If you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.